everybody. We are back. Things have gotten a little windy tonight. As you can see, the strait there. Calm down a little bit in Chilliwack. Not too bad here. We're back into the blue as earlier this afternoon. They say it in kind of a more green. Most of the wind is in the strait, pretty much. So not too shabby. It is much colder though. I think probably with the wind chill, probably making it feel like 0 degrees a bit. Go figure. Alright, we're gonna load up. I'm just in the midst of getting Steam loaded here. So we can get into Farming Simulator. And see what tasks we got ahead of ourselves here. Load it up here. So we're about, what, 18 out of 20 for followers for Twitch, so almost hitting the 20 goal, which isn't too bad. That's good. Kick has been doing really well as well, so we're up to about 39 followers on Kick, so which is phenomenal. And then we're hitting about what 564 subscribers on YouTube. 564. Let me check. Yeah, 564 for subscribers on YouTube. So still growing. So game is slowly loading here. So we'll go ahead and turn off the stat page, the weather network. Go over to game interface here. Still hasn't loaded up on my screen yet. There we go. They're loading. We'll be on Hutan Pantai. It is a multiplayer cross-play server, so people can join me if they want. As for folks on YouTube and chat, I am using a new bot. We'll see what happens. Bot Ricks, never used it before, so we'll see. Hello, Rocket, welcome in. I told you I'd be back. Now, for some reason, the game's not showing up. Fix that. Gonna pop up now. Let's see. Yep, there we go. Fixed it. We're going to hit start. I added a few new mods too, by the way. So I have a harvester that will help with vegetables. Basically a modded ropa, in case anyone's wondering. It was released this week. I also installed the forage pickup. Forage pickup was installed earlier on because what I was going to do was dump the ground, but then the ropa came, so I added that. What else? There's the TARDIS pack has been added by Omatana, so her mod is added. There might have been a couple of other mods added, some Giants mods as well, so trying to keep up with the Giants mods. I believe I'm at about $100,000, I think. Oh, that's pretty much the review, I guess. It's Christmas time. Oh, Rick seems to be jumping. Hello, Nick Kelly. Welcome in. Doing a evening stream for Farm Sim. Get this all loaded up here. Taking it a while. So how are you guys doing overall? Your evening going well? Is your Saturday going well? I did my tax forms for YouTube today. So I had to get that filled out. I think the first time I've ever done that too, so I did that. I still have to wait till so how it works is YouTube sends money from YouTube to AdSense. So I requested a pin to be sent in the mail, but Canada Post is on strike. It's been on strike for almost a month now. So I don't know when I will be getting that pin. so there's a few things that well, Nick, you probably have already gone through it, as you know, but for everyone else, you need to fill out a certain number of things on YouTube. You have to link your YouTube account to a Google AdSense account. So that the money can be transferred from YouTube to Google AdSense, essentially. And then myself, I'm Canadian, so I had to look into how I'm going to put my tax documents in, because I don't get taxed by the IRS, to make sure that I fill out the forms properly to say that I'm using a tax treaty. I will get taxed in Canada. Have to prevent being taxed in the United States because I'm not working in the United States. Just content creating. Yeah, it's a very long process. It is. But it doesn't affect me from getting money though. So people can, use super stickers and super chats. All of that just calculates. After the paperwork is done, that's when I can actually put my hands on the money. Essentially. But I think it's going to be a wee while before I get my PIN, because the Canadian Postal Service workers are definitely digging in and going on strike. It also seems like that the strike is also convincing other people to go on strike, like Amazon warehouses and Pearl later, and UPS. So basically, because they're saying, well, it seems like a good idea to go on strike because it seems to be affecting people's, ability to do Christmas and get packages and stuff like that. So the music is a little loud. Alright, well, let's see if I can fix that. Let me bring that down. There, how's that sound? Is that better? Hopefully that's better. Brought it down to 42%, so. Joseph Otomoro. Little loud, but nice. I can bring it down more. You can only find vertical. I'll bring it down to 32%. Maybe that's better. There we go. Everybody is hanging out over here. Hello, Joseph. Welcome. Rocket, welcome. Great. Alright, what should we do, guys? I need to figure out what I need to do. We're gonna probably do a contract. Because it's winter time. There's not much I can really do during the winter months. So, go in here and see if we can find something to do. Cultivation. Ooh, look at that cultivation contract, guys. $18,000. We got harvesting contracts. None that are really that expensive. I think we're gonna do this one. Or items. So yeah, if you guys have like, I don't know, friends or family that are in Canada and you're trying to send it through regular standard post, just be aware that our postal service is on strike, so it might be a good long while before folks in Canada will get your gift. There, that should be better. There you go. Michael, you're probably gonna have to go over to vertical. Or I mean horizontal, sorry. Everybody jumped over there. You're all alone. But hello, Michael. Welcome. My sound is going in and out. I turned down the music volume, so maybe that has adjusted it in some capacity. I don't know. Rocket, Nick, and Joseph, are you hearing me perfectly fine? It might be just a Twitch thing, perhaps. Hopefully you guys are hearing me fine. Let's see if there's any issues. Everything seems fine. I might actually, I'll just toggle off Twitch and toggle it back on, if that fixes it. Live stream shows excellent. Twitch and YouTube? Nick says he can hear me just fine on YouTube. It might be just a Twitch thing. I think. At least I hope so. Let's see. Maybe I'm gonna have to hear myself. I'll see if I can hear myself. I don't know if I can hear myself. Go over here. Let's see if I sound good over here. There we go. I hit refresh on this. refresh, see if I sound better. Hopefully I sound better. Do I sound better? Yeah, there is a little bit of a waviness. Weird. What can I do? Maybe bring down the music volume a bit more. I wonder if I have any filters on. Probably have some filters on. Turn the filters off. Back on. See if that works. Let me turn off the music. Turn that off. Okay, I wonder if that works better. Does that work better? I sound fine, I think now. Not sure. Oh, music. Hopefully that's better. Now let's put the music back on. Game sound on. Da 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 da. Might bring the music down. Maybe game volume down a bit. There we go. Maybe that's better. I should be louder now. Hope. The music is going in and out. Oh, interesting. Okay. I think I need to adjust the filter over here, maybe. On the filters. That's probably better now. Hopefully. Noise filters are a bit of a pain at times. Am I too loud now? Because as soon as the filter gets turned off, then it can jack my microphone right up through the roof. So hopefully I'm not blowing your guys' ears out at the moment. Am I fine? Is everything fine? I don't know anymore. Alright. Yeah. Well, I'm in a living room, so I've got a TV in the background, so whenever that goes off, you'll hear all sorts of stuff come through the TV. So that's usually why I put filters on, so just to filter that out. So, see here. Have to be careful of that too, because if I have stuff come in from the TV come in onto my live stream, it can hit me with a copyright strike too. So that's the interesting thing about it. Let's see here. Where's my field that I need to go to? I need to go to field 25. That's the glories of apartment living. So 25. I think I just have to go down the road, really. There we go. Yeah, filters generally make it where sometimes they work fine and then sometimes they don't, but filters just, I don't know, they're a pain. Sometimes it works perfectly fine, the filters, and then other days not so much. Be careful. Monetize it depends how you put the title. It makes limited money. I don't. What do you mean, limited money? Am I in the right field? Nope, I'm not the right field. I think I have to go over here. Is it this field? Nope. That field over there. Oh, the field in front of my home. Titles affect monetization? I did not know that. Let's set this to okay. It depends how you were for the title. It's not suitable for all advertisers. That's what I mean by limited money. Oh, okay. Yeah, because it might not, why is it not? Because it may not have any suitable advertisers probably for the content that you're trying to do, probably. Is what you're probably talking about. This field, why won't it do this field? Weird. Wonder if I have to do the field 7. I have to go to field 7. This is definitely not field 7. Why is field 25 highlighted? Weird. Oh, I see what I did. Okay. Yeah, because YouTube tries to match you up with advertisers that work best based on your content. Is how I kind of understand it. Especially if you get into their branding program as well. Okay, that's just open this up. But I know at the moment I don't make any ad revenue because I'm not at 1,000 subscribers yet. So I'm guessing that's going to be an entirely different learning curve altogether once I get 1,000 subscribers. So I think at the moment the only revenue that I make at the moment is from like super chats, super stickers, stuff like that. Oh, and memberships if anyone buys a membership as well. But once I get to 1,000 subscriptions, And I think I also need some more watch hours, I think, as well. Right now, I need more subscribers, I think, is probably the key thing that I need on YouTube. So, we're getting there. One stream at a time. I think probably around like the holiday, like around Christmas, I'll probably have a better chance of getting more subscribers, I think. Because there will more people that will probably have the game, I think. Like Farming Simulator. More people might end up playing World of Warcraft as well. So, because my channel is strongly, how do you say it? Strongly game focused, more than anything else. So, I'm hoping for around Christmas. Or Christmas Day or the week after Christmas to see maybe a bit of a boost in subscriptions, hopefully. So, I had some boosts. I had a boost of subscriptions around the release of Farm Sim 25. So I went up quite a bit around that time period. But we're about a month in now. So I have to wait for the second wave, which would be Christmas Day. Especially if they had really good sales. So I don't know if Giants had sold a lot of, of the game, and people are waiting to open up their Farming Simulator 25 on Christmas Day. And then there's World of Warcraft. Just depends on, whether or not there's going to be any more people getting into that game. Also, it's Christmas week, so usually a lot of people are on Christmas break, so they have more time to play video games at that time. So hopefully, I will see a jump or a small spike. I'm not expecting like a full huge 500 whopping subscribers. That particular week or whatnot, but at least maybe another jump or whatnot. And then as we go in through January, I'll probably see things slow down again, at least until like maybe spring break, and then I'll probably see another spike as we get into summer, because more people will be off. Yeah, anytime that there's a holiday or whatnot is usually I find that I do far better streaming. For me anyways. Yeah, it's an odd thing. Definitely. And I've seen some of your gaming live streams. So I don't know what to say on that. Other than the only thing I'll say is just do what you're doing. That's probably better. I never expected you to, wow, just go right through the roof. just having a conversation. So it works. So you have a gift. Just stick with that gift, Nick, is all that I can tell you. Because your channel, wow, I'm just like amazed. So as for me, I just have to wait till the holiday rushes and stuff like that. I don't do too bad. I mean, even in the slow spells, sometimes I will get 1 or 2 subscribers or followers here and there from time to time. Kick, I would say, is doing fairly well. I never expected to get at around 39 followers. So even though oddly enough, I'll have a slow spell on YouTube, which seems to be the case at the moment. Slow spell. Kick continues to, I continue to get followers there. So I think that's probably one of the reasons why I continue to multi-stream. Because even though, I might have a slow spell on one platform, another platform will still continue to grow somewhere. So it's sort of what I've come across, I guess. Yep. Oh, yeah. Nick, just continue doing what you're doing. So somehow you've hit the right niche. People enjoy what you're talking about and what you're doing. So I wouldn't change a thing. I don't have any other advice for you. Rocket, yeah, you can do that. 57 last time I checked. Yep. Video creation, I think is, I mean, if you can pump out a lot of videos, that's great and all. But the thing is with, I think, video creation, if you're not feeling it, like if you're just like tired or you're not really that creative, your audience will pick up on that. So I think what you're saying is valid. Because if you're rested and you're focused, that's where you create your better work with video creation, in my opinion. Like I admit there's a few videos that I have done that didn't work out very well, simply because I felt, oh well, I'm just pushing this out, just trying to get it out, so the quality of my work isn't that great, and well, it ends up, hell, as nothing in the end, right? So I think you might be onto something with that. I'm gonna go back this way and try to clean up this edge here. I suppose that goes for live streams too. Like sometimes, if I'm like today, I think I'm a little tired, a little bit, just a little bit. I'm not as energetic today, but I know the days that I have a lot of energy or whatnot, people tend to enjoy being a part of your live stream, right? And hanging out and socializing, stuff like that. So if you're not overly energetic, right, or you're not popping, that can easily affect your audience too. So the same thing goes with video creation. So I think you're on to something with that. Do the videos when you feel, you know, the creative juices are flowing, essentially. Yeah, it is. And I have been called out on it a few times during my live streams. People will say, "Oh, you seem tired." I'll be honest, it's the last thing that I want to hear on a live stream. Oh, you sound tired, right? So I'll usually take a shot of caffeine, and I'll admit, even today, I feel a little tired. I had started a World of Warcraft live stream earlier on. I was going to go on for a little longer, but then I was going through the motions of it, and I was like, I just really don't feel like playing. So I think I put in Rocket, I think 2 hours I think on that, didn't I? Yeah. Rocket was with me, cheering me on. So I did about 2 hours of World of Warcraft, and then I was like, and I thought, I really don't want to be playing, so I ended the stream after about, I think, 2 hours of play. And I thought, well, I'll give it another shot for later in the evening. Maybe I might feel a bit better. It could have been the game choice too. Like sometimes I'm like, I really want to play World of Warcraft, and then there's other days it's like, I don't think I want to play. So same with Farm Sim too, I guess, to a degree. So. Yeah, that a lot of negative emotion can turn people off too. I have actually, I think it was this week, someone said that, oh, you're not angry today. I think who said that? I'm trying to remember. I think. Trying to think here. There was lately I've been quite upset about the direction with Farm Sim, so I think that's probably been picked up. And one of my Farm Sim people, I'm trying to remember who it was. Thinking. Gosh darn it. Oh, Whiskey Creek Farms. Yeah. He made the comment, I think, a couple of days ago. You're not angry today. So I was like, I guess some of my I don't know, anger. I mean, I don't get like overly angry, like I don't like yell at people or anything like that, but people picked up that I was discontent with Farming Simulator, and a few other things too. So, and I didn't even realize it, but you know, your vocals go a little loud, and sometimes, you know, you just don't realize that your audience is picking up the fact that you're angry. But that wasn't on a day that I was angry. It was like basically a day after that he had made the comment that, oh, you're not angry. So I was like, and it made me think about it a little bit. And I said, yeah, I guess I've been a little bit off, I guess. Yeah, your audience picks up on how you're feeling. And as much as you can try to hide it, doesn't really go that way. I don't think I would ever actually flip out on someone though. I don't think on a live stream. They would literally have to do something extremely abrasive, I guess. But most of the time, I won't even, if there's a person that will, you know, almost put me into like explosive mode, I probably won't even do anything. I will just simply just go ahead and block them and remove them and just continue on. Takes a lot of energy to be angry, for me anyways. Some people it comes natural, but for me it's it can be energy sucker, I guess. So I was like, no, that's excess energy I don't want to get rid of. So yeah, if you're live streaming or if you're doing video content, just make sure that you're at least reasonable, you know. If you're not feeling it, just don't do it, I guess. Especially for videos, I think. Because once it's up there, right, it's a video. Live stream, I don't know, I guess you can have an off day with a live stream. And then it's like, well, that was yesterday. Tomorrow's another day, right? Because not many, sometimes people will rewatch live streams, but not always. Because usually with a live stream, it's, you know, 2 hours or 3 hours, and most people wouldn't even be bothered watching a full 3-hour live stream. But the videos, for sure, if you're not feeling it, just hold off till you're feeling your best, because once that video is uploaded, however you're feeling will be reflected in that video, I guess. That's my thought on it anyways, I think. Comes natural at some point. You got to put people back in line. Yeah, you do have to do that too. I think from me, I'm exceptionally fortunate that I don't really have a lot of crazy troll people come onto my channel. I have had them though. I've had a few. But oddly, when they do come on, it's like there's not really much to be of entertainment, because it's at a time when I don't have very many people watching me, right? And so I'm like, block, bye. Right? And I just continue on, right? Because trolls, I think their objective is to find they like the attention. So if your live stream is not hip-hopping, then there's not really much for them to get the lulz on, I guess. Oh. But yeah, I'm just glad that I don't have like a full invasion of trolls or something like that, and I don't really want to have to deal with that. But it's just not fun. Yeah, you can do that too. I mean, there is I think an art when you're dealing with trolls or disruptive people. I mean, you can put on a good entertaining show with trolls as well. You know, um, I think the key of it is just being, you know, at the top of it and maintaining the control over it. So, and there's different ways you can do that. Like you can dish it back to them, or or you have enough of your own audience members that can dish it back. So that too. Either that or you can control the conversation or divert it around. It kind of reminds me of the Nutty Professor, um, where Eddie Murphy goes to that nightclub, right? And there's a comic on the stage, and he's trying to make fun of everybody on the stage, right? And he literally turned it all around, and Eddie Murphy, right? He turned it around to the point that it made the you know, the comic look bad, right? So there's obviously ways around it. So if you have the skill of doing that, then yeah, you can make it quite entertaining. One thing I think though is, you know, if you don't take the trolling personally, I mean, obviously there might be a fine line on that. I mean, there's always a fine line. Generally, you know, if they step over the line, usually it's something where it's going to really, you know, make for a big bad no with YouTube, right? And then you're like, well, you stepped over that line. Now you've breached 5 or 6 YouTube rules. Your account is now banned. Bye-bye. Right? It's what you do before that time frame, right? If you don't show that you're taking it personally, what ends up happening is the troll will end up ratcheting it up to the point that they step over that highly violative, you know, rule, whatever that may be, like saying something racist or sexist or anything of that nature, right? All of those are fine points. And then you're like, well, bye, Felicia. Do not pass, go straight to jail. But anything before that time frame, it's just pure entertainment. Everybody's laughing, you're laughing, everybody's having a good time. All right, I'll see you when you get back, Rocket. Da 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 da. Yeah, if you can keep everyone having a good time on the live stream, that's usually the best. Holy crap, did you see that rubber band? That car just flew over there. It must be an alien. Yeah, that's the key. And you know, and there's fun with that too. Like if you get the right type of moderator, there's some moderators that just like, oh, I'm just waiting for this moment where I'm like, I can fire that trigger. Right? There's some people that get a literal high off of booting people. I just go through the list and they're just observing and watching. And then bam, you're out of here. Oh, I got something. Michael, are you still here? I think you're. I'm not sure if you're still here. Hmm. I think I'm a bit different. If they cross the line, I just like they're gone, literally. That's just me. I've never actually tried the timeout approach, to tell you the truth. Maybe I should try that out at some point. Never actually tried timing anyone out, to tell you the truth. I just instantaneously just ban hammer. I think it's circumstance too, because most of the times that I have done a full-on ban is basically for people that have come in and right away they just went right over the line, right? I think I would probably use timeouts if, you know, I've established a rapport with the person, or they're, you know, they might have made a couple of mistakes, but I know who they are. That's probably where I might use timeouts in that situation, I think. So, because you know that they're, you know, they're good people, but something then had happened to cause them to, you know, go off the rail. So you're like, no, you need to put them on the timeout for a bit. I think that's probably where I would use a timeout, I guess, personally. I think probably I also political discussions too, right? Because, or, you know, like you get some people that get into a heated argument and it's just over like an ideology, you know, and it's just, you know, just getting superly duperly heated, and you know that they're good people. It's just that they're just, you know, voicing some sort of opinion or whatever, right? And you're like, well, they're not really trying to, you know, attack a person. They're just trying to argue their point, but it's gotten to the point where the point has been argued too aggressively, right? I think that's probably another situation I would probably use a timeout. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I've seen that. I've been in there, and that's a challenge too, because I noticed that you got a lot of people in there talking, and the information is just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. It's literally crazy. But I think, you know, your earlier streams when you started there, I think I noticed, you know, you were stressed out. But I think lately, you know, you've kind of mastered what you have to do to deal with it. So you've adapted. With your situation, I think you can't really do like a full-on ban hammer on things. Just by the nature of your stream. That's just part of how the stream is, you know, structured and works. So, and I think people understand that, so it works out fine. And then you just have to make your own judgment call, like where someone has gone too far, right? Whether or not they're actually trying to attack someone, or is it just a haha joke, right? So but I think you do quite well at it. I don't know. Live stream is just crazy. So it's a full note. um, I lurk in the background and I watch, you know, and I observe and stuff because my streams are nothing like what yours are, Nick. But you know, I usually sit there and I observe, you know, how you handle things, and I take it as a learning, something for learning myself. Um, because one of the things, like, there's a lot of things that I could have done with my channel to grow a lot quicker. There's a lot of things that I could have done to grow my channel a lot quicker. But I will admit, I've pretty much controlled the growth of my stream or my channel in a way, right? To a point where I can sort of, you know, the downside to how I grow my channel, the downside to it is that I'm growing slowly. But there's a lot of things that I could have done that could have maybe expedited the growth, like a Discord channel, and a few other things probably as well. But there's certain things that I've taken to kind of restrict it a bit. So I have a flow of a lower number of people, and due to those restrictions, I think so, of how I do it. Yeah, I've never had that many. I have gotten quite a few raids at times. And I have had moments where I've had a large spike on YouTube from people, and I'm like, oh great, what am I going to do now, right? And I've been fortunate. I don't know what it is, but if I get a huge spike, usually my moderators just jump in somewhere, right? I've had people come in and just notice, I guess, the giant spike. I don't know what it is. Maybe alarm bells go off and someone comes in and helps. I've had Michael come in a few times when I've had a spike of a bunch of people watching my YouTube channel out of the ordinary. And then I think also I've had Legion join a few times when he's noticed a spike. And I think even you jumped in a few times as well. So I've been extremely fortunate that when there is a spike, that a moderator of some type pops up. But I've never hit those numbers. I've never had, like, I don't think I've ever had like 50 or 80 people in my chat. Usually it's about maybe 20 to like 40, I guess, in there. So there we go. We got some money. Yeah, that's a lot of people. I honestly don't know what I would do with myself with that many. The only thing that I think I would do is just hope that some of my moderators would say, oh my god, Kiram's got too many people in there. We better go in there and help him out, right? Michael, I think, does a good job at jumping from platform to platform. From time to time, I get people on Twitch that come in, and he's been pretty good. Like, if I start saying, oh, welcome to Twitch or something, he'll jump over. And then I've had Kenshin in the pack jump from YouTube over to Kick. So but a significant growth of people on my live stream, that's definitely a learning curve for me, I think, in the long run. Okay, let's see here. What are we going to do? We're going to do probably, what is this, a corn harvest? No, grab that. 117. Go ahead. Yeah, he has 200 to 300 people. So I've never hit that many people, I'll be honest. I don't know what I would do. If it did happen, I think I would be okay, because it would be farm sim people, and how do I want to put it? Along with them would probably be some other fellow content creators or other established people in the community, that would come over and help, I think. I don't think I would be left in the lurch if I had like about 200 to 300 people just miraculously jump in. I'm pretty sure someone in the community would see that there's something crazy going on my stream, and they would come over and generally help me out, I think. I don't think I would feel alone. Do I fear being left alone? I probably do, in all honesty. Because you never know. I mean, it could happen where I just don't have any help at all, and I got like everyone in there. Well, I have thought about it. But I can tell you, the first time that happens, I'm going to be nervous as heck, too, right? Or maybe a little overwhelmed. Because it's like your first time, right? Having that many people in there, and you're like, okay, hello. Right? Kinda crazy. Okay, I think this is on. Okay, are you gonna... Oh. Oh dear. No, 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 no. Don't do that. Okay. Yeah, let's hit okay, I think. Yeah, there we go. Why is it, I don't think it's working. One sec here. I gotta go to steering assistant. That's the problem. So. The other thing too, like I don't have a Discord channel. That's one of the reasons for that, is because I don't want to have like an overly abundant number of people. So I guess that's one of my own personal control mechanisms, I guess, that I have. But I think probably I'm slightly moving over to the idea of setting up a Discord channel. And I mentioned this too. I think I would probably copy kind of the layout that you have, Whiskey Creeks, where it's just like simplified, you know, not not overly crazy or anything like that, because I know that there's just so many Discord channels that have like so many sub channels and things like that. I think I only started thinking about or maybe slightly considering a Discord channel because when you invited me to yours, I was like, oh, well, I guess I don't really need to have like a whole whack of different channels added in, or sub channels. I don't know what you call them. You know, the little drop downs in there, voice drop down and text drop downs. Oh. Oh. I guess that's where I kind of sit, guys. In case if any of you guys ever wondered what goes through my mind half of the time about my personal channel growth and everything like that. But even with the slow channel growth that I have, you know, I learn. I mean, there's always a benefit. I mean, I guess, you know, I could have just had everything handed to me on a silver platter or whatnot, but then I think the value too is that I can appreciate and learn from the slow growth too. So, since I got monetized, there was a few things that I didn't know about, like the tax forms and stuff like that. That kind of stressed me out a little bit because I was like, I didn't realize that, you know, there's taxes involved. And the confusing part is that because I'm Canadian, right? I was like, oh, well, I don't do my taxes with the IRS, so I have to look up, well, how do you fill this out for a Canadian? One thing for feedback for YouTube, I think they should actually do a better job with helping with that. I mean, it's not too bad. But I think one of the things that puzzles me, you know, that kind of made me scratch my head with the AdSense, because AdSense ties into like website advertising too, and it puzzles me that AdSense or YouTube would be tied into that, because there's a lot of information on the AdSense side of things that talk about websites and advertising and a bunch of other things that I don't do. And for me, you know, it's like that may not have the background in advertising and stuff like that. You know, someone that might be used to doing websites and advertising and stuff like that. It might come natural to them, but for me, it's not, right? So it's like, I think separating that or I mean, it's not too bad, but anyways, I just thought that there's a lot of information being thrown in your face with the tax form stuff, because I did that a little bit today. So I was like, okay, I got a treaty form that I need to fill out. Yeah, we have different laws up here. So I think if I was an American citizen, it would probably be just fairly easy. But as a Canadian, I understand that it works is that we have a tax treaty, and then somehow I have to check the right boxes to make sure that the IRS doesn't that I don't get set up for taxes for the IRS, but I get the tax forms that I need to file my taxes in Canada, which would probably be a business capital gains tax or something like that. So I think I did everything right. But I think I decided to fill it out today and get it done because I think I have to get it done by the 10th of December. So that's why I did it today. I don't think I'll get any tax forms given to me because I don't have $100 or more. I think as soon as I get my first like $100, that's when I would get it. So anyways, the whole process is a huge wake-up call for me. So one thing that I was kind of worried about is because I told you guys at the beginning of the stream that I need this pin, right? And then how it works is that they mail you the pin to confirm your mailing address, and I think they sent it through Canada Post, and as I mentioned, Canada Post is on strike, so I don't think I'm going to get my pin for a while. So excuse me. I'm just thankful that that didn't seem to affect the tax part of it. So but the other thing that I did ask a few other content creators a few questions too. Because I had indicated that I'm a little overwhelmed about it. So, because I had a few hiccups with a few things, so I was thankful that I had gotten some opinions and thoughts on things, so which was thankful. But I still do think that they need to make it a little friendlier. Myself, I've never run my own business before or anything like that, so and there are probably a lot of people that set up a YouTube channel or do content creation, and they don't have like a business background. I guess not even that. I mean, even a background with having to do with accounting or anything like that. There are a lot of content creators that I think that have a regular day-to-day job, right? I mean, they might even work in a supermarket, right? They just get their paycheck and then they come home and they just do it as a hobby, and if they get like a little bit of money here and there, they may not actually have the practical experience of filling out like tax forms and stuff like that. So for some people it could be like, oh boy, wow. A face reveal? Yes, I will be doing that. I think I'm probably going to do that, like, I still have to set up my webcam. But I think I'll probably do that, like, New Year's. Maybe. Yeah, I think that's probably when I'll do it. do a live stream New Year's. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully, whatever you're making on YouTube supplements that or helps. Yep. I've got a webcam. I'll probably eventually get that set up. That's probably another thing that could probably increase my subscriptions, probably, if I revealed my face. So, because people I know that people usually like to relate to an actual person, right? So, seeing the actual person makes a huge difference. So. So I'm gonna do that. I have to find my webcam though, because after I set up my desk, I forgot where I put it. So I haven't really mounted it on my desk, so I would have to do that. So I think probably going into 2025, I'll probably attempt to go with streaming with a webcam. I did play with it a bit too. Like I think I might have some difficulties getting that to work. We'll see what happens. I know that I had played with the webcam a little bit, and sometimes it just wouldn't turn on or it wouldn't behave. So it's just another piece of tech that I'm going to have to tinker with. I'll eventually figure it out. Everything that I add to my live stream, something seems to go wrong. So, and then eventually I figure it out somehow. Yeah, as soon as I am YouTube full time. Yeah, I think the webcam is probably the next thing I need to do, really. So, and you're right. I'll probably have a lot more people that will want to stick around. So I'll probably do that for the new year. So I think probably, so 2025, I think will, for goals for me, would be to get the webcam working and a Discord channel created. I think that's what's going to be my goal for 2025. I've had all sorts of different goals through my growth and stuff. I think this year was mainly focused on multi-streaming, I guess. And then also trying to figure out how to build video overlays. So can't remember what else I tried. See. The other thing I need to do at some point is fix my alert system. I need to... Yeah, probably the alert system, I guess. and some of the interactive stuff. That's been a headache a bit. Like I do keep on trying different bots and things like that, and especially for multi-streaming, it's a bit of a headache. I'll eventually figure it out, but so I think the alert system is probably going to be delayed, and I think probably the Discord channel will probably be a little bit of an easier project to put together, and also trying to sort through the face cam. I think getting that going will be easier. If that makes sense to you guys. Oh, thank you very much. That's another thing that I have to get back into, posting, I guess, on the social media. But of course that ties into having my own Discord channel, I suppose. I think. So yeah, I guess upping my social media would be a good thing. I do not want to be on Facebook, and I don't want to be on like that. I'm not interested in that. I trust Discord a lot more than what I do of those other platforms. I'm thinking you guys can probably understand my sentiment on that. I'm assuming. But Discord channel, I think I can at least do. So, yeah, I guess that's probably some good goals for 2025. Get a face cam going, get a Discord channel going, and then see what happens and go that way. And then when 2026 comes around the corner, set another set of goals. Whoa, oh boy. Probably I think I'll probably start working on those two projects in the coming week, I think. There's some things to do, like looking into doing those types of things, setting that kind of stuff up, the face cam and the Discord channel. Welcome back, Rocket. I guess I should probably turn the lights on here on the combine. It's getting a little dark. The other thing I want to do too is kind of like change the thank you system that I have, like the scrolling text, and start putting in, like, if I get like a super chat or a donation or something, and I try to get that put in somehow into my scrolling text. That's probably another goal that I've got set probably for 2025. To get that worked on. Thank you. 69,000 Lexian. I'm making some good money. I'm up to about $117,000. Oh, I should show you guys what I added for mods, because you guys know that I've been trying to do the what was it? The vegetable harvest, but I wasn't very successful because of the equipment. So what did I get? I'm trying to remember where it is. I think I have to go to root crops. Is it this one? Oh, that's beets. Vegetables. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, I got this guy. Oh, I added this in because this was released this week. So Giants gods were like, "Oh, that Kiram guy, he's struggling. He needs something to help him with his vegetable." So the modding crew put this in. A modder put it in. I can't remember who put this in, but I know it was put in on the mod hub and got passed. So really happy with that. What else? Oh yeah, and it has a special Ropa header, so you can do all of the vegetables. So I think when I do vegetables, I'm going to be renting those. So it's cold today. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's a bit cold here too. We're like, I think it's probably like 0. There we go. There we go. So I added that. I've got a forage, what do you call it? Forage pickup added as well. I put that in. I'm happy about that. And then I think a couple of Giants mods. So I'm trying to do my best to get all of the Giants mods as best that I can put in on here. And this will stay as cross-platform. I'm going to keep on doing my Farming Simulator 22 on PV Canyon Crossing till at least PV Rivers is released. And I don't know the status on that. I haven't watched any of Dashnet's live streams over the weekend yet. He sometimes live streams on... Actually, I think he's been consistently live streaming almost every day. So I'm gonna have to try to catch one of his live streams to get an idea where his progress is on that. I've given my estimation of when he'll have it released, but with it being a 4X map, I'm wondering if he might get it done a lot sooner than I had originally estimated, because a 4X map is smaller than a 16X map. Also, I think he is using older game files from his original release of it on Farming Simulator 19, I think. So I'm thinking that there might be a faster release than what I had thought. So I don't know. I'll have to watch another live stream of his to get an idea. So I've only seen his methodology during the FS22 life cycle, and maybe a little bit at the end of 19, so I have a feeling he might make it quicker than what I'm guessing. So. And then he spends a lot of time doing it too, like on a live stream. He live streams it, so I just sit there and you can watch him and he'll just talk about it. So maybe I'll try to catch one of his live streams tomorrow. I think he'll probably be live streaming tomorrow. I'll have a better idea. I think but it's a map that I enjoy doing. I think it's because of all the productions in there. I think that's why I like it. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I'll fill this up. And tomorrow I'll be on PV Canyon Crossing, and I'll see whether or not I fixed my roller problem, because I don't know what had happened. I've been using the roller for so long, and it just out of the blue just stopped working with Terrafarm. So it's a head scratcher. The only logical thing that I can think of that had happened is maybe the file got corrupted, like the zip file for the roller. So I'm not too certain, but Kenshin gave me a link to the roller, because I had that roller for so long. I had it for well over a year installed without any issues, and using it with different, did I go the wrong way? Yes, I did. Darn. Okay, turn it around here. With different versions of Terraform. So, and then it just stopped. The other possibility, maybe I have a mod conflict with it. I suppose that's a problem, possibility. So, I don't know, but anyways, guess we'll find out tomorrow. What sort of issues I have with it. Okay. No, it's quite fine. Is it because of your friend's birthday? I think you mentioned that you had a friend's birthday, or was that the other day? But yeah, it's fine. Jump in here. Is it empty? Yeah, it's empty. I'm going to continue yattering on like I usually do. Okay. I think I'm emptied there. I think actually it's the one of their birthdays too. Yeah. There's a lot of people having birthdays. Which is a good thing. Da, 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 da. One thing that I like about Hutan Pantai is that because it's a much smaller map, I feel like I'm getting things done. Working on a 16x map a lot. There are sometimes days when I'm like live streaming and I'm like, I'm not sure if this is getting done or not. No. But so having a much smaller map, I think, is a welcome change. I think not so much burnout. I think, and you see a little bit more progression with the gameplay. Let's see here. Turn here. Does anyone know if the Vicon Baler is expected to come to 25? That's the round baler that, you know, will auto wrap and drop, and you don't have to stop or back up. It just drops it on the ground. Does anyone know if there's a baler like that that's available in 25 or coming to 25. I think that was part of the original, I don't know, Kverlin equipment, Icon Kverlin, or was it, yeah, or even Kubota, I think. Not sure if any of you guys heard anything on that or not. I haven't done any baling on in Farming Simulator 25, so I have to think about what I want to do. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, that was a good sneeze. If they don't release it, I'm thinking I might try like the stationary balers. I thought about doing that, and then use a pickup wagon to pick up the product, and then just back up to the stationary baler and empty it. That's something that I had thought of doing. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Let's see, baling technology should be in here, isn't it? Hand tools, objects, miscellaneous forestry, animals. I think it's in here. Oh, I wonder if this is the... Oh, there's some other brand. Oh, there's a John Deere baler in here too. I don't know. Yeah, I was talking about this one here. Standard, what's this? With bale on end turner. Okay. Brain wrap, black. Film binding. Round bale net, film binding. Silage additive tank. Oh, this guy, I guess. There's a John Deere in here. That one's new. What else? We have this. What's this? Oh, yep. I'm thinking the go wheel I might do. I could always try this out too, I suppose. Few options. There's square balers. Let's see. You can combine this with something apparently. Oh, that's silage additive. What about this one? I thought this got like an attachment on the back of it. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought there was a baler that did that. Go back here. What's this? Miscellaneous? What is this? That's a bumper. Consumables. Ranny wrap. wine. 24 rolls, 5 rolls. I wonder why there's a difference. This is more expensive than this. I guess I'll have to play with this, I guess. At this moment, I am not doing any bailing, so I should be fine. Tomorrow there's a new episode of Dune Prophecy, so I'll be watching that tomorrow too. I enjoy that series quite a bit. Enjoy the Dune series. So the books I've tried reading, but I found that they were a little bit dry, because there's usually a lot of conversational dialogue in the book. In the books, anyways. Unless, I've read Frank Herbert's books, but I've never. I think his son does some books too. So maybe they're written a little bit more interestingly. But for whichever reason, I felt that there was just way too much conversational dialogue. So, which kind of felt a little dry. I even tried an audiobook as well. I thought, well, if I don't want to read it, maybe I can listen to it. And then I was like, no. But the shows I've enjoyed, I've watched the original Dune movie. I've watched the Sci-Fi Channel's Dune trilogy, which I thought was good. And then Sci-Fi had another Dune trilogy called Children of Dune. It had actually starred some pretty interesting actors like Susan Sarandon and Alice Krige, which was amazing. And then, of course, I've watched the 2 movies that came out, which I think has done phenomenally. The first one was good. I did have some slight hesitation with the first movie. I mean, it was good, but I was like, I don't know. But then the second movie came out, and it was great. I just loved the second one that came out. So I'm looking forward to the third one. And so far, the TV show Dune Prophecy, which is a prequel to all of that, I think is phenomenal. It's an interesting, universe. Especially if you like political dramas, like sci-fi political dramas. So, if you like it's very Game of Thrones-esque, like. But in a sci-fi universe, it has some elements of, Star Wars. I wouldn't really say it's like Star Trek, because Star Trek is more of like a utopia, right? Um, the Dune universe is more like a dystopia, you know, everything that you can think of that could go wrong in the future. uh, I suppose it's not so bad, but um, yeah, I guess it's a dystopia. Yeah. Basically, it's a feudal system in the future. Oh, but still very interesting. But humanity is definitely not evolved, like in a pleasant way, I guess. I mean, they're evolved probably genetically and all of that stuff, and there's that sci-fi aspect of it, but you know, like evolved in the way that, you know, Q from Star Trek would expect, right? Basically, they're in the Dune universe. Everyone's like, I don't know, barbaric. You know? But if you like Dune, you know, like Game of Thrones, you'll probably enjoy Dune Prophecy. Um, and the only thing that I can think of that you might not like it is if you're not really familiar with the books and you're not really a sci-fi fan. I could probably see you maybe stepping away from it, maybe. Because it's not a fantasy, it's more sci-fi. But it does have a little bit of, you know, steampunkish feel to it, I guess. Not entirely steampunk, but slightly. The whole ideology of it is as that there was an AI and there was, like, you know, thinking machines, but they went berserk, and humankind basically defeated the AI and then made a decision to no longer have thinking machines. So they still had machines, but they were not smart, right? They didn't have like self-awareness and stuff like that. Now, obviously, they still had space travel, so you still need some sort of, you know, intelligence to do that. So what they did was they basically changed the genetics of humanity, you know, give humans like the ability to, you know, be like a computer, a supercomputer, right, through genetic manipulation, and other chemical influences that cause you to, you know, plot a course and how to fold space, essentially. So you turn the human beings into basically the computer cores of starships, to make the starships move. And then they have a feudal system. Each planet has its own like liege lord, and then there's an emperor. So, and then of course, you know, with feudalism there's always infighting, right? So that's pretty much what the Dune universe is like. And I can't think of any other shows that I've watched. On Netflix, I think it's called The Two Crows or The Black Crows or something like that. I just started watching it. That one's like basically, you know, current day. And there's I can't remember the actress's name, but she was on Pirates of the Caribbean, and uh, she was Will Turner's interest, that Brit female British actress. Anyways, so she ends up being like I don't know, a spy informant. So she's married to like a defense minister of the UK, and she has kids with this minister, but and has a family and all of that with the minister. And she basically gets told by her husband like different things that are going on, and he passes it on to like a spy intelligence group. And there are other people that are aware of this, I guess, and she's got assassins following her and trying to, you know, kill her and stuff, and she's trying to maintain her guise as a spy to her husband. So I started watching that. I think I watched one episode, and I have to watch. Seems interesting. Continue to watch that through. I forget, Black Crows, I think it's called. Can't really remember. I only watched the one episode, so. And I think that's probably all of the shows that I've watched. I finished off a lot of series. Like I watched A Diplomat season 2 on Netflix. I've done that, which is kind of hilarious. Basically, it's almost like, it feels like 24, but in the concept of like an ambassador, and she just gets made ambassador of England, and all these different things happen that spin out of control, right? And she's constantly running everywhere to try to put out fires and stuff like that. And her husband is an established diplomat, and she always constantly feels like, I don't know, in the shadows of her husband, her former current ex-husband. I don't know. And he's a little bit of a jackass, like a know-it-all, right? I don't know. Adds a little bit of an interesting twinge, and she's always on the move, right? She doesn't have a chance in hell to rest at all. I finished watching that. That was interesting. I watched the first season. Just finished the second season, so I have to wait another year, I guess, till the next season pops out. So yeah, what other shows I watched? I also watched like History Network, Ancient Aliens, and Beyond Skinwalker Ranch and Skinwalker Ranch. I really don't know what to make of it all, to tell you the truth. I mean, I even watched the Senate hearings and stuff like that, which I think is kind of interesting. Someone will ask me, well, do you believe in aliens? I think there's probably something out there. What it is, I don't know. I would be naive to say that there isn't something out there. Okay? Or at least announce the probability that there's something out there. Because I you know, like throughout history, you know, we used to think that the earth was flat. Literally flat, right? We also had the concept to think that the Earth was in the center of the solar system. Um, but over time, as we learn and we grow, we find that, you know, there's a lot more to things, uh, as the saying should go, right? So, and the universe is very large. And, you know, there's science that theorizes that there are other dimensions. So I think that there's something out there. Um, Now, you know, there's always the possibility that, you know, whether or not they mean us harm or if they're abducting people, I don't know. I mean, I'd still need more information on that. But I'm not going to say that a person's a liar saying, oh, you know, oh, you said you got abducted by an alien. That's not possible. I'm not going to do that. I'm open-minded. As for the Senate hearings that are happening in the United States, I think it's a good thing. There's some definitely weird stuff's going on anyways. And it's possible that it could be like man-made. I mean, if it is man-made, I think everyone should know whether or not who's doing it, right? So I think there's a lot of good to these Senate hearings. Whether it really is aliens or not is what I just want to say on the matter. I think see if I have anything else to pick up. I feel like I'm short of something. I might have it all. I think so. Yeah. We keep on discovering new forms of life on our planet anyway, so as our understanding grows and everything like that, right? Our understanding of how life survives also constantly changes. So not everybody has to breathe air, I don't think. Maybe humankind does, but doesn't necessarily mean that others do. There's those very small creatures that live in rain. I forget what they're called, but they're like very microscopic. They have an exceptional survival rate, like in, you know, heat and fire and, you know, being poisoned, water, and these little creatures actually live in the air, right? Tardigrade, I think, is what they're called. Exceptionally resilient little guys. To my knowledge, they don't harm humans, thank God, because of their resilience. I don't think we would last very long if they were harmful to our health. But anyways, they're also called water bears, right? They react with water apparently, or come down in rain droplets, and they have this, I think, suspected to affect weather to a degree. Anyways, they have exceptionally little, you know, powerful little microscopic creatures that seem to live quite a long time, and last through all sorts of crazy things. So So I think about it and I say, well, if that little creature can survive for quite a long time, and not necessarily having to need oxygen to survive or anything like that. Um, and I think about it and say, well, it could be another, humanoid species that is similarly resistant to, uh, you know, different things that would normally end my life or your life. So, kind of leaves you kind of wondering, you know? So I watch those types of shows too. It's interesting. I think those shows, if I'm not mistaken, probably propagated this whole Senate hearing too, and all of this stuff. Could they be all making it all up? I suppose, but either way, I think just the dialogue, I think, is a good thing. It's would be naive to just say no, 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 right? History, it just sets you back. We did that for everything. I don't think humanity would progress very quickly. Right, we're gonna go ahead and empty this out in here. Is this the right one? Let's just hope. And then dump that. Oh, we got some money. I wonder why that thing lifts up like that. Oh well, I don't know. Go ahead and cash this in. Collect. There we go. What else do we have cooking here for contracts? Stone picker. This field 8. Okay, right over there. Check my productions first, make sure that there's nothing wrong here. How do you make canned peas? That just require peas? How do you... it told you how you make it. Oh, down here maybe? Oh, here we go. Have to scroll down. So kimchi is made that way. Peas is made with just peas. So that's not too bad. I have a pea field, that's why I'm looking at this. Or is it spinach? Might be spinach. I have anything that needs spinach. What's this? Jarred green beans? Necry beans. Parsnips preserve. Rice bags. I guess I can put... Oh, I guess I can bring my rice there, eh? When I make my rice. That's probably what I'll do. I'll take it to this factory. when I get there. And I can do spinach bags too, so I guess I will take it to the canning factory when I get there. Alright, well, interesting. Oh yeah, I was going to check to make sure all of my inputs are fine. Saplings are still growing. My mushrooms. I'm not sure when I can plant my rice. Not till April, so I got quite a while. Only November. Alright, but see what else we can do here. Wood transport, not really in the mood for that. Let's see what's this. Cultivating. Let's do this. Borrow the items. I think that'll be good. I'm a little bit of a mess. I left some of my stuff here, by the way. The good sized factor. Let's see here. So we just gotta go this way, really. Follow the road. I'm going to say most of my money, I do have a loan that I have to pay down. I'm up to about 400 million, I think. So. I think I'll probably save some of my money for some equipment purchases and stuff like that. I'll buy it when I need it, so that way the equipment just doesn't sit on my farm. Do 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 do. I'll go up here. I think it's this field here. There we go. I'm going to get my steering assistant on. That works. Turn this off. Another thing that I've been trying out is the Copilot. It's a very interesting app on Microsoft PCs. especially when you're having like a conversation with it. It seems to do. I mean, you can have you can carry on a conversation, and then it has that interesting way of, I don't know, trying to get you to change the conversation to something else. Like if it runs out of, you know, stuff to talk about on a particular subject, it'll ask, "Did you want to talk more on this subject?" Or something along those lines. That I thought was kind of interesting. But it does fairly well at carrying on a conversation about different things. I mean, I could literally see people making friends with it. If they wanted to. It's fairly reasonable, I think. Kind of weird, but I think it's worth giving it a go, to tell you the truth. Playing with it. And then having a conversation and seeing where it goes. I like to try to test to see if it actually remembers some of the stuff that I say. I think it finds that I'm a bit challenging because when I'm talking to it, I usually go on a run-on sentence. So I'm so used to like basically regurgitating a lot of information all at once, and then sometimes I'll have some subtle pauses of thought, and then it'll try to interject right when I'm having my moment of thought, and then I'll continue on, and then it'll stop. Kind of interesting. I figure it's probably something good to get used to, because we will probably be interacting with a lot more AI, probably verbally, in pretty much all that we do. I think there's some people that interact with it too much, though. Like I was watching a news report where a lawyer used ChatGTP, and I guess, I don't know what you call it, but basically to write up an opening statement or something like that, and presenting like previous cases that kind of have relevance to the case that this lawyer was trying, and AI did his homework, or did his work for him, I guess, and there was certain things in the write-up that wasn't accurate, so the opposing lawyer basically pointed out that that was inaccurate. So, and then his only excuse was, I think, that I forget what the terminology was. I'm trying to remember. That the AI had a moment, I guess, and that I can't. There was a terminology, a term for it. Apparently, it's a term. So I'm still learning terms with regards to AI. I guess a whole other language is coming out from AI, you know, to diagnose why AI goes wrong. So I don't interact with AI very much. So but there's a lot of people that constantly interact with it. The whole new set of terms for AI is being created, you know, if it does something right or does something wrong. Anyways, he used the term, I can't remember what the term was, but he just, you know, kind of said, well, it's what it is what it is, right? I forgot to fact check my AI, I guess. I think it's kind of interesting. I don't know. But if these mistakes happen, right, and it, you know, it becomes like commonplace, meaning it's fine. I don't know. I think it could really muck everything up, to tell you the truth, especially in the court system, right? I mean, what if the other lawyer hadn't gone ahead and fact checked that, right? Or maybe the judge just takes the situation as is, and so well, the AI said so it must be true. I don't know. That was kind of interesting. I think even a school teacher, like a professor at a college, had an AI write something up, and one of his students had called him out on it, and then he just basically used the same term. I can't remember what it was. Like I said, just like the same approach that the lawyer said, oh, my bad. The AI did blank, whatever the new term is. I forget what it's called, but kind of interesting. Do. All right. In any case, I think a lot of interesting things will happen in the coming years with technology. And it's like almost every day in the news I read something, and I'm like, wow, can't believe that's possible. All right. Doo, doo, doo. So I probably will make this my last task. I think I'll probably get finished. Yeah, I'll make this my last task for the live stream. I was gonna go till 12 p.m. It's only going to be a 3-hour live stream today. So kind of shortening my live streams a bit, I guess. There we go. Da, 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 da. Looking at how these fields are being done, it's going to be interesting how courseplay and auto drive will, or I mean, courseplay will do courses on fields. Kind of curious to see what becomes of that. The brand new life cycle, Ellie. Or game cycle. Back this way and I'll make this happen. Almost done. I'm on the longer stretches of the field now. Oh. Yeah, this is a fairly large field. Joe's did say. Where they lay. %72 finish. I always wonder, like, trying to snow. Nope, not. I haven't seen a tornado on here yet. I wonder if I don't have the option turned on. Check that out. Not that I really want. I guess, I don't know. I experienced tornado once. Do, do, do. Do, do. Do, do. Okay. 77% finished. think I got about 5 more rows to do, and then this field will be fully cultivated. Be all good to go. All right. Almost. And about 3 more to go after this row's done. How much am I getting for this? About $8,870. So I'm doing all right, I guess, making money. About 3 more? I don't know. Maybe 2 more. Might end this, might get finished right on the 12 o'clock mark. Or just slightly under. Won't be too bad, I guess. We're at 90%. I probably have to do just 1 more row, I think. I don't know. There's actually 2 rows more, but worth of field to cultivate. Da, 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 da. Let's turn down here. There we go. 94%. 95%. Da 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. 98, so we'll probably go about halfway. Yeah, halfway. 99%. Finished. There we go. Collect. Not bad. 136. Too bad. I need to put down one thing though. Might be stuff is cheap. 66.36. Bergman. I think that's a manure spreader if I'm not mistaken. Go in here. Construction. You might be under decorations or tools. Is this it? Oh, fire siren. There we go. Where should I put it? Oh, put it right here maybe. Let's try it out. Yay, it works. In case there's a tornado. Too bad Michael's not here to see it. No, if a tornado happens, I will be saved by this. The alarm will go off anyways. It's not in English either. Oh, if you accidentally turn it off and turn it back on, bam. Oh, you are? I got this for Michael. I got this put in Rocket for Michael. I just wish he was still here. It mixed tornado warning, as he's always talking about like tornadoes and the weather. I'm not sure if you can hear it. So awesome. Okay, I'm gonna turn it off, but it's like the coolest thing yet. I like it. But yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a stream. It's like about I've done everything I need to do, and I was gonna end the stream at 12 a.m. my time. So about 4 minutes in. So Rocket, thank you for hanging out. Hope you have a good time with your friends. And thank you everyone else that might be still watching as well. We'll see you guys in the next one. I will see if I can send you guys to another streamer. I'm not sure who's streaming at this time. Pretty sure I'll find someone. Customize. Let's see who we can find who's still active. Farming simulator. Have anyone? There's just a lot of premieres. There's a lot of people doing live streams later. Yeah, they're all set to upcoming by the looks of it. You put 22 in. Maybe something else will come up. No, it's very quiet. 25? Anyone doing? No one is live streaming? That is just... That's crazy. I never saw that. Let me just clear this out. Everything else that is live streaming is just news. Troy Black. I don't know who that is. Nope. I got nothing, guys. Crazy. Mind you, I don't think many people stream at this time of night, I guess. I don't know. But anyways, I will see you guys later. Sorry I can't send you anyone because I don't got anyone, but we'll see you guys tomorrow. Cheerio.